Hello, YouTube. I'm back again. I just want to talk about FEMA camps. And I said that I was going to look into it and make a decision on what I would do. The bottom line is, before I even start, is that if FEMA shows up and they saying that we want to take you someplace. See, we don't, in Cleveland, we don't actually have FEMA camps set up. I mean, most major cities do not have FEMA camp set up, and FEMA is not what you think it is, okay? And I'm not worried about all the rumors or all the hoaxes and all this. You go to a FEMA camp, they're gonna keep you in an internment camp, and they're gonna kill you and all this stuff. That's not true. I looked into it, and as far as I'm concerned, that's more propaganda out there by the Russians. Okay, FEMA. I'm gonna give you a definition of what FEMA is. FEMA is the Federal Emergency Management Agency. Okay, it's only been around for about maybe 30 years. Okay, it was created by executive order. It was never passed by Congress. That's why they have so much problem with people not trusting FEMA, because the president of the United States, whoever it was, decided to put it together. But we had no disaster relief people except for the Red Cross, and you guys know that. If you were like me in the 60s and we used to worry about the Cuban Missile Crisis, and we was hiding up under our desk and going downstairs to the fallout shelter in your school, but that's a whole nother story. But anyway, FEMA's responsibility is this. It's a disaster relief organization. It's one that's supposed to take care of urban forest fires, earthquakes, hurricanes, tornadoes, refugee situations, urban riots, and it's supposed to have emergency planning for nuclear and toxic incidents. Okay, so that covers just about everything, even toxic incident, which could be a zombie apocalypse. Because see, if you don't want your infrastructure to fail, you got to have a plan, and that's the best plan they could come up with. Because like they're still in Puerto Rico, and Puerto Rico is still not 100%, and they still got over 120,000 people without power there, and it's taking long. Can you imagine if something like that happened here? How long it would take for us to get any kind of power back on? Um, so what I'm saying is, if FEMA came up and was riding down the street with the blowhorns saying, okay, we have food and water at such and such location. We want you to come out and we want you to go get the food or whatever. Okay, that's the best we could do. It'll probably be like they do in Mogadishu and some of them South African countries, and in Puerto Rico, where they have centralized drop areas for you to go get food and water and stuff. I mean, they won't come door to door. That's a myth. I don't see it happening, especially if everything in the United States collapsed. They don't have enough soldiers, and then soldiers, if you know as well as I do, you will follow orders until the order become out of bounds. I mean, I'm gonna say not out of bounds, but a threat to humanity. Okay, so I'm just saying that don't worry about FEMA. Okay, you always have them people out there that like to sensationalize, like to terrorize, like to make you feel like there's no hope. And you gotta have hope. And like I said, with me, this is my personal opinion. So I'm just saying, do what you want. I mean, if you want to go, go. If not, not. But see, until you personally look into it yourself, and you got to watch when you're looking at this stuff, because see, they start off saying one thing, and then next thing you know, they start rambling on about all these different agencies that interconnected and tied into it, and how they CIA operated and all this stuff. Don't buy into the hype. I'm just saying that you're intelligent enough to live this long, and we smart enough to survive. Then don't follow into the hype, because we're gonna need FEMA. We're gonna need the government, whoever. If the government is still in, we're gonna need the government. If not, and we got warlords everywhere, if we got different factions out there, as I said before, we're gonna need something or somebody, because eventually we're gonna have to come out of our hiding spot. I mean, I, even if it's just for the fact that we need to get medical attention and we need to go to the hospital, because no matter how well you plan, things always will happen to you. And I just wanted to say that my personal opinion on FEMA, if they come and they tell you that they have places for you to go and things that you could have like water and food and clothing, especially up here in the Northeast in Ohio, and it get cold out there, and you know what? You're gonna probably need extra clothing. I mean, no matter how, like I said, how well you prepared, there's always gonna be something. Uh, trust them. You have no choice, unless you're gonna trust the people that might be in charge, the warlords or the gang members or whatever, because it's a dangerous situation and our infrastructure is under attack, from what I understand, every day. And these foreign countries, I'm gonna say Russia, is trying to knock out our power and water. And if that happens, like they did it in Ukraine, we're gonna be in a world of hurt, because we never know when you might wake up in the morning and there's nothing there. Okay, and that's what they counting on, and they counting on people not to be able to get their medication and their water and their food, and the panic, and so that our way of life can fall. And I'm not politics or political. I would just like to say is that don't buy into the hype. All right, be prepared, and like to say thank you, everybody. See you later.